Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm working in my little house journal again. I've, it's right after I did my last video where I discovered my huge, I'm moving on. I've decided it's not that huge that I can't continue on, so I'm going to continue on. So what I have done is for the next page is a piece of coffee paper, and it's a really piece of coffee paper. That would be copy, not coffee paper, but it is coffee stained. But it's got pretty staining on it. So I have just sewn some pretty lace on the edge of it. And it goes right here. So what I want to do, I think, is just make a pretty little paper clip. And I have showed you the pages that had pictures on them that I wanted to use along the way. And one of them is this picture. I love this picture, and so I'm going to use it. I want to make a hidden paper clip. And y'all, it's been a while since I made a hidden paper clip. I'm staring at this. I'm like, I don't remember. You know what? I think I have some of my already done things. I'll get one of those out. Look at it and remind myself how to do it. Okay, we're going to get my already done pieces out, and we're going to look at them and see if I have a paper clip in there. Because like, I don't remember how to make a paper clip. Is that crazy? I'm having problems. These are my done things. Let's get down in here. Let's see if I have a paper clip. I have another thing. I have some stuff set aside that I want to do a drawing sometime. And I put my favorite things in there, so maybe they're in there too. That could be too. I'll get that out, because my favorite ones are in there. Oh, there's paper clips. So I just put 2 layers together on there, huh? That's what I did there. Whatever that is, it's coming apart. Okay, let's get that other thing. I think I put them all in there. It's got my most favorite things. Like from when I've done challenges and stuff. It's got my favorites in it. So let's see if I got a paper clip in there that I can look at. Let's see. Do I have a... there's one. Okay. So I just put 2 die cuts together and I stuck the paper clip in between. Okay, I think I was making it harder in my mind than it is. I do that a lot. Do you guys do that? There's another one. I just put 2 pieces of paper the same together. Alright. Okay. I should have done this before, but I didn't think about it because I kept thinking I gave my books are gone. I don't have my books here that have paper clips in them, so I don't know what I could look at. And then I remembered I had this here put away that has some of my little favorite things, and I think that belongs on something it fell off of. I'm gonna have to look at this stuff real good before I go doing what I want to do with it, aren't I? Okay, well, that's good enough. Or maybe those are just supposed to be little things to tuck on. So I don't know. I just put things in here. If I like them, I put them in here. Okay, let me set that back here. All right, so let me. Oh no! I got one. Got some runaways. Alright. I hurry get this done because my supper's smelling good. Okay, so got this. And I wanted some pretty paper. So I pulled this out. And I pulled some matte paper out. And I pulled this out for something else. We're not going to use this in its entirety. Don't worry. I'm not going nuts. And I pulled these out. Oh, you guys, I got these dies. I got 4 sets of these. at my at the thrift store, my church's thrift store, and they were marked $5 each, and they gave them to me for half. So I paid $2.50 for each set of these dies. Yes, I did. She came out, and they had all kinds of Tim Holtz dies. I got some Tim Holtz dies. Oh, there's some more runner ice. It was wonderful. A friend of mine at church Sunday, she said, hey, you gotta go out to the thrift store and you gotta ask them. They're in the back. They didn't put them out because, believe it or not, people don't buy those things, so they didn't put them out. So you just ask them and they'll bring them out for you. And they brought out this big box of all these Tim Holtz dies. And some of these, I bought all of these that they had. I had $5 and then some of them were $2.50. Yeah, I want those. Okay, so I think I will cut these. Let me get my die cutter. I gotta figure out where to put it because I got a new shelf system down here and I got everything put away. Really nice and neat. And I love it. Cut some over here. Okay. First thing I probably ought to do is get my little picture cut out, tore out of here. I'm going to set this up here. We don't need this out right now. Get this tore out. Where's my water brush? Where my water brush went? Huh. Say I got one thing organized and something else isn't organized. That's how it goes. Oh, I squeezed that too much. I got a lot of water out of there. Don't know what my husband's doing, but he's being noisy. Maybe he's cleaning. I don't know what our dog's doing, but she's doing something she is not supposed to be doing outside because I can tell he's trying not to be loud. She is into something. Yeah, he just went out after her. We have neighbors who will call the pound for any little thing. They are, and then their little dog runs around all over. It's really frustrating. They're moving. Hallelujah. They're just those kind of neighbors that are just like, I don't know, they're not easy to get along with. And we're easy to get along. We're like, especially me. I'm in here. I have no idea what you're doing. And their house sits on the side of the house that I don't even see because I don't. It's on the bedroom side of the house, and I'm like, I've got my shades pulled. I've got my room darkening curtains on. I don't know what you're doing over there. So, and I'm not a nosy neighbor at all. Not at all. Like, I don't know, unless you're doing something terrible, I'm not. But boy, they are. Oh, we've never had problems like, well, we had one neighbor years and years ago that was problems, but they were problems. Won't go there, but other than that, no. Trust the neighbors, they're wonderful. But these people, it's a young couple. Oh, goodness gracious. Keep getting letters from the pound. We're like, what on earth? Makes it sound like we're horrible, horrible donors, and we're not. Our little girl is spoiled rotten. Alright, so there we go. Now, I see her drive by the house all the time. I just wave to the lady because I'm like, hi. Everything's good here, like always. Okay, I think I probably need the biggest one. Let me try. I'll try. Let's see if I need the smaller one. Or if I can use the smaller one, is what I meant to say. Well, you know, I probably could try to tear this smaller around and not have all of that there. Let's try that. Because I really would rather it be a little bit smaller. I still think I can make this work. Where's my water brush? Bring that in just a little bit there. Oops. Yep, that's going to work just fine. Let's do the smaller one. Oops, about to put the smaller one back after all that. But I think $2.50 for these was great. I got 4 different sets of nesting dies. I'm sure somebody didn't pay $2.50 originally. Alright, so I'm going to set her somewhere where I'm not going to lose her. Did you get Mitzi okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that one. Put that in my basket to use. Paper. And then this one. I think I want, no, I'm going to cut right out in the middle, but I want this to be able to be journaled on. So I want the spot that's more quiet. I don't know how else to say it. It's, you know, that you could write on. And that's okay, because I'll be cutting this up along the way for different things. Okay, so let me get this cut. A little piece of tape so I can tape this where I want it. Just use a little bit of masking tape. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need my little, well, I won't worry about the embossing right now. I need my little mat that's in the very, very bottom of my thing up there to emboss, and I'm just not going to worry about the embossing this time around. That would be pretty and all, but maybe I want the embossing on the front. Oh. Is it even going to show with everything I'm doing? Oh, no, I'm not going to worry about the embossing because I don't want to take the time. That'd take me a few minutes to get that down and unload it and get the mat out. I should have the mat down here where I could reach it instead of buried in that thing. Especially now that I hardly have anything that needs embossing. I don't have very many, except for now I do. So I'll have to get that mat where I can reach it easier. That little rubber mat thing that I've got. I hardly ever use it. Until now I will. I forgot about that I would need that to make it emboss the edges, because this will emboss the edges. But not today. And it's okay. Okay, now I want to cut this littlest butterfly. It may be too big now that I'm using a smaller die, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it and see. I might have a smaller butterfly. Let me look real quick. Let's look in here. Oh, I've got this little butterfly. It's kind of cutesy. That might work. I think I have a pretty butterfly. Oh, it's a stamp. Well, I punched that out of something, didn't I? There, I have this butterfly. It's just a shape, though. It doesn't have any. Let's see. We'll punch both of those, and then I'll see which one works, and I'll have them. And we'll see which one we like. Oh, well, I guess this is opening on the side. I'll punch both of those, or die. I keep saying punch. Okay, so I will just cut the piece that is about... Scissors. That big. There and put that there and hope that they stay there. Or at least stay where they will. I'm trying to get off the paper. Go all the way through there. Okay. I don't have one of those things you roll over it and get all these punchies out. Oh boy. don't know. That one's gonna take some time. I don't know, we'll see if it's the right size before I take the time to punch all the stuff out. I'm not going to punch all the stuff out of any of them until I know which one I'm going to use. How's that? And there's my metal tray. Those are my metal tray. Alright. It's not so easy to put back on the shelf where I put it. We'll do that later too. Alright. There's my paper clip. There's my thing. Need to do some inking. Figure out what it is I'm doing, don't I? I didn't want to put a lot on there. I wanted to leave that for either journaling or for the person that gets the journal to do what they would like to do. I like to send pictures, their pictures and the leftover pages and pictures with the journal. Like, not all of them, of course, that would be a lot to send to somebody. But send that and send some leftover printed or the pattern papers, and I like to send dies and different things. I just like to send an envelope with things in it for the person so that they can make things if they would like. Oh, I think I will put this over here to the side like this. Yes, I like that. And then I don't know, yeah, that is just too big. I think that I like that one right there, so I will get it punched out. So I think that I will leave those pages blank with the sewing, but I thought that a paper clip would look good. And of course a paper clip can always be moved to wherever the new owner decides that he or she wants it. That it can go wherever. It can stay on those pages or go to wherever. I like that. Okay. So I'll just glue this down with papers way over here. Now I think before I glue that down, let me see here. I've got this stuff. And I wonder about this coming out over here. And I like that, so we will do that. I have to straighten up that edge there. That's why I scooted so much of it down. Oh, lost control of my scissors and cut the wrong thing there. There's the needle. I'm using a lot of flat laces and trims. I like a lot that are not flat, but I'm trying to choose the flat ones. So I'm going to glue that so that it is barely hanging off the edge there. glue this down. So, another part of the butterfly did not get punched out there. Alright. Wondering, I got some snaps sitting here. I always like snaps in the center of my butterflies. This is the flatter part of a snap. It's the back part. I used the front parts on one of my projects and this was sitting here. I don't know why, I just like using snaps. I used a lot of snaps in my earlier... that snap totally came off of there. I used a lot of snaps in my earlier Little House journals, so... Okay, now this... Ooh, I'm trying to remember, I want the shorter side on the outside, on the inside, right? I think so. I think that's how I want it. And then I'm going to glue. That together. Is that right? Is that how I'm doing that? Yeah. And then that goes down. This part doesn't have to go down, right? Just this part goes. This part doesn't. No? Oh, just this part, right? I believe so. I believe. I think. I don't think this part goes on there, does it? No, my other ones didn't. Oh, if you don't do this stuff, you forget. Better do this stuff. You might ought to get out your idea books that you've got made before you start making a video, too. Huh. I need to straighten up that. I know I need to do that before I put this on here. And I'm not quite sure how to do it without getting my hands all gluey. There we go. So I want to connect these two here. Connect them. And make them to go together. And now I'll straighten that up. Oh, Gina. Gina. This is what happens when you're trying to get one more video in before supper. You just kind of dive right in and start doing it and hope you're doing it right. I might have ought to put another layer on there because this is kind of flimsy. I hope with the glue, when it dries, it's a little bit thicker. It's really cute. I like it. Darn snap. Okay, I want to put another butterfly back here. I'm not putting a snap on this butterfly because this butterfly is going to be against the back of whatever it's snapped to. But this is where you will put your journaling, and it will be usually against the back of your paper, and so it won't be readily easy to read. So people won't be able to just read it like when they'll have to purposely take the paper clip off to read your journaling. They won't just know, hey, there's journaling back there. Let me read that. That's what I like about it. Okay, so what I do with our little bit here. So this is going to just snap. I did it right. Oh, I got it. She'll just snap right up here. I like her right there. Well, she can go right over here. I don't like her right against the... I like her right there. And she kind of goes along with them just leaving right there. So, that's what we did today. There we go. You see her close up. So, thank you for joining me today. You have a great day. Hope it's blessed, and I will be seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.